You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Straight and shiny face, let you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, keep shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, when we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show. Goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Elevator operator.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score. Packers 7, Vikings nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And a quick throw here that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Check go.
On play action, now McCarthy. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lofton. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Great defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll run on first down. Lofton. Yeah, pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 135 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in. Inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Check mash. Check mash. Two.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lofton. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The extra point.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
5-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg.
Looking to put a drive together. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready up. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the line.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Now McCarthy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
First down.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Pearman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go.
McCarthy off the play fake. Pressure applied, and send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
For the field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 10. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's McCarthy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
At the 36-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw McCarthy. Hit as he throws here, incomplete.
Down somewhere, scores a punt behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 6 now. Here's Allen. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lofton. And maybe measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
Mark, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
22-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I feel like my man, old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking a 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing is McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 8.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll stay on the ground. It's Perriman again. And the big boys up first. They're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose,
yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 72 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Going for it, here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Third. Let's go now. Cowboy.
On 1st down, Lofton. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go! My man. 19.
Allen. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jahad Campbell. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Trap 60. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man, completes it to Butler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On this one, Head may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, break.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready.
To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Third down and 6.
19, Tiger, 9. Ready,
From the gun, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well time there, and now 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly lost.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll look to throw here on first down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. McCarthy. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going right side here, that's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting bring this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. McCarthy going to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jahad Campbell. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So the completion gets them just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Now, trap 50, trap 50.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And McPherson on for the extra point.
increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 52, Vikings 24. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kid team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Very quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, go!
Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60
Throwing is McCarthy.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
79 Bronco. Ready? Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
To the air with McCarthy.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
19 Tiger. 19 Cardinal. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Allen off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Packers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Man, I got this swag. My head not in my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head not in my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. I swear when I surf, now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bags. Big stupid friends like I'm wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on pop like 'cause they swole off that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing off the sand like a surf. Kelly Slater, I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. Swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money up. Catch me with a bad chicken, all her friends is flying some drinks. We gon' hold them up inside it while we rolling. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm that foreign mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Thank John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. I'm exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. When I hit the club, it's like I gotta catch a wave. Boogie board, shawty got me surfing off the stage. Got me something like a hit if I want out. I'm surfing like I'm Otto 'cause I got that rocket power. No, take it like a camera. Flash screen, shawty, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout. And I'm screaming cowabunga while y'all boys wiping out. Got that polo on my body with a tag, more swag. Yeah, purple label, man, gon' check the tag. When he got the shoes, so you know I bought the bag. Clean just like this detergent with a tide color swag. Swinging hard like a boss of throwing punches. Papa though, shawty, y'all on them sad lunches. I'm in the party surfing like I'm standing on a wave. Shawty check my nugget like she patty mayonnaise. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent.
Zombie Nation. Nations.
Trying to get crazy with this thing. Don't you know I'm loco?
my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm out in the night who's scared. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane.